Okay, so we will start with the XY as I do the weekly outlook for the week. All right, so let's start with the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, I'm still bullish, just because market is really bullish for the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, like getting to 16 weeks. Market is still bullish, so I'm still bullish on the market. Although for like 4 weeks, market got into this big fair value gap, and we could see that market has gone to this area twice, here and there, and market respected the area. The market got there this time, it respected the area, but came back into the fair value gap, and now it's trying to disrespect the fair value gap. And anytime we see disrespect on the fair value gap, one thing we know is it turns into an inverse fair value gap. Market comes to retest the area like this, then we see something like this. So right now I'm still bullish on the market, and on the weekly, this is what I see on the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, we can see that there was a big fair value gap here, and because of how market is really pushing up, we haven't seen any pullback into it though. But let's see on the daily chart what it has for us. On the daily chart, you can see that that fair value gap has been tapped into. You see this bearish candle, it came back into the daily fair value gap, and it actually aligned with this other block, or let's say breakout, because it has been broken. It's aligned with this little block, and market actually pulled back into that zone, and it tapped into it. And after tapping into it, what did it do? It just went way up. And after going up, you can see that on the daily we could see another fair value gap here. Let's say 2 overlapping fair value gaps, which was actually respected when the news came in. I think this was this last week. This was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So on Wednesday CPI, market just tapped into this and it went up. So we respected the fair value gap, and now I'm still looking for more buys on the XY. But let's look at something, the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, a lot is going on here, a lot. We see a lot of liquidity lying here, a lot of liquidity lying here. We see a lot of liquidity lying here, and that. So now, one thing I'm expecting the market to do is to take these highs here. So as far as I'm still bullish on the market, one thing I'm expecting is the market to take up these highs. You know, for market to go, as I said, for this big fair value gap to be respected, you know, this high has to be taken. And after the high is actually taken, what are we looking for? A pullback to that zone and buys. But look at this, before market do that, you could see that market went and left this fair value gap, of which market can actually drop to this area and respect it. Of which, not basically yes, but of which. But one thing we are looking for market to do is, you know, this is actually one of the OBs. That's a bearish OB where market has to tap in and drop. But if market fails to respect this zone, one thing I'm looking for is a break to this area, a retest, and a move up. But if the market is actually going to respect this OB, then we see a drop straight from there to this fair value gap, then some pull-ups back up. So there's some two things we are looking for. Just to make it clear, let's do something like this: market respecting this area, moving up, or market basically respecting here and moving straight up on the 4-hour chart. So we are still, I'll say, bullish on the XY and very, very bullish on the XY. So let's look at the GBPUSD. So let's start with the weekly on GBPUSD. So on the weekly chart of GBPUSD, this is what I'm seeing on the chart. You can see that there is a big break of structure here and some kind of sweep here, and after that, one thing we realize here is on the weekly there is another block here which is actually being respected at this moment, and market has actually dipped into the other block and is trying to come up. So this makes me think, okay, what is market trying to do? We know on the bigger picture, one thing we can see here is kind of a change in character of this market, as there is a break here and there is a sharp break here. No, there's actually a sweep here like a break. The market took these highs and after that a sharp break here. And look at something here. It has happened like 3 times where there is a break here, a sharp break, market pulls back to a fair value gap and it drops, and it did the same here, and now there's a break here. So now what are we looking for? The closest fair value gap, and you see that on the market we are seeing a fair value gap here. So let's just make this clear, let's clear this, and we are seeing a fair value gap here. Although we have to look at market from all aspects, we can't look at it like, no, it's like this, so we have to do it like this. No, we have to look at more all aspects. Now we are seeing a fair value gap here on the weekly chart. And what are we seeing on DXY? We saw that DXY has to what? Sell or buy, and we are basically bullish on the XY. And if we are bullish on the XY, you know that XSX USD pairs has to also drop. So this makes it actually kind of confirming for us on this. So one thing we are looking at and seeing on the weekly is maybe continuation because of this break. So I'm looking at something like this on GBPUSD on the weekly. So on the weekly chart, this is what I'm expecting on GBPUSD, market pulling back here and dropping. Let's go to the daily chart on GBPUSD. You can see that on the daily chart, although the weekly chart showed that this was the fair value gap, on the daily we are seeing the fair value gap above what we are actually expecting. See, we are seeing it above what we are actually expecting. So on the daily, you can see that there is the fair value gap in this area. So now we are actually expecting the market to move. Let me name this weekly FD, and this is the daily FBG. We are expecting market to move here. Like market should try and make its way somewhere here, drop, or market making its way somewhere here and drop. So these are the few things we are looking on the market, and a huge drop on GU. But before that, let's look at the 4-hour chart because we can look at the higher time frames and we're not going to actually get a good confirmation. So let's look at the 4-hour chart to see what market has for us on the 4-hour chart. So for the 4-hour chart, one thing we are seeing on the 4-hour chart, apart from further lookouts from the higher time frame, is that we can see there is actually a big favor lookup here, which aligns with the daily favor lookup, and there's another breaker block here. Let's use this breaker block, and it aligns with the favor lookup. So one thing, let me clear the daily favor lookup now, so things can be clear here. After this breaker block, you can see there is an OB here, but not to make it big, let's make it smaller so anyone who watches this video gets it. But if I send a chart, you are not going to get this. So, and one thing I also look for on my chart is liquidity. You know, there's a lot of equal low, equal highs, although it's not equal, but you know, these highs are areas which can actually draw, like kind of draw liquidity, you know, the liquidity zones. And I'll just mark these areas as areas I'm expecting market to actually sweep. Maybe first week, first days of the week. So let's say Monday or Tuesday, market can sweep these guys out. And one thing I'm expecting from the market is market reversing from here, of which I'm expecting it to respect this OB here. After respecting this OB up, one thing I'm also expecting from the market is to drop from this area. So I'm expecting market to first buy on the first days of the week, then it drops from here downwards. So what I'm expecting, where I'm actually going to put my order is here, draw it to this low, and if I want to even take the buys, take it from here to this area. But one thing I always say is you have to wait for market to come to you. So it is actually advisable to wait for market to come to your point of interest. So instead of chasing it on Monday or tomorrow, like market opens, like for market to come and tap here and go here, just wait for these sales. But I just wanted to make it clear that these buys are possible, but for now, just wait for the sales. Just wait for the sales. Okay, so let's get through let me check Xauusd. All right, this is one of my Xauusd charts, and I think this chart will be a good chart for us to do analysis on. All right, I have a lot of Xauusd charts, and I don't think I can give the reading for that in this video. So I actually have a bigger picture on Xauusd, but let me go first on the 1 week chart. So on the 1 week chart, one thing we are seeing on the 1 week chart is market has been bullish for long, of which is good if people want to buy gold and keep here, it's good for them. But now, as forex trader, what are you looking for? You just want opportunity to trade. So one thing about the market right now is we always say that if the XY is bullish, gold is bearish, or SSX USD is bearish. But now the XY is rising, gold is rising. What's happening? Now you just have to follow your technicals and also have to add some fundamental news and information you are getting in the market. So now looking at this using CRT first model, you can see that taking this as a range, last week as a range, we say take last week as a range. You see the market has actually broken out of the high of last week's candle and actually closed, giving us a clear picture of market wanting to move higher. But wait, we can't just confirm with that. Let's come back to a 1 day chart. So on a 1 day chart, one thing I've been looking and waiting for the start of the year was for market to sweep out these highs here. One thing I've actually been waiting for market to sweep out this high and look for this fair value gap. So let's say if this week market is able to make its way here, I am expecting a sell-off from here. But wait, what if market does not get there? That's why we have to, it is a regular outlook. We are expecting, but we are anticipating what we want market to do, because you can't tell the market to do what you want. You just have to anticipate a move with what the market presents. So after that, this one thing you can see here. You see this high is actually higher than this high. So it is actually a sweep of this high. And after that, you can see that after that, it just moved down to break structure here. And it left liquidity in liquidity zones inside its charts. So now this is what I'm seeing here. You see this area is time at liquidity has been swept. And just after that, this is what I'm seeing on the bullish market. You see that market is actually trying to respect this daily OB here, and is trying to drop just after tapping into it. But wait, let's look at what is really happening in the lower time frame. That's the 4-hour time frame. So let me go back 1 day time frame. Let me guess. This is what I'm seeing on the 1 day, except that market is able to break above these highs. Sure. So yeah. So after that, let's look at the 4H time frame. So looking at the 4H time frame now, we can see that we can clearly see how these sweeps have actually happened, and this sweep here have actually happened. And now one thing you can see here is market is trying to respect the OB here, and the high is still protected. This high here is still protected, you see. And just after market respected these, you can see a little pullback here and more drop. But one thing I'm seeing is market is trying to respect this fair value gap here so it can push higher. And this fair value gap is also aligning with an OB, which makes it kind of valid for more buys. But who knows, market can actually move from here to there. It can. But now, since gold is actually bullish, this is what I'm expecting, and this is what I really want gold to do at the moment. We respect this area on Sunday and keep moving upwards. So one thing I'm expecting is for this high to be taken on gold, and after taking this high, market respect the high again, like let's say pull back to the high and more buys. Although on my daily, I'm sure market has to drop, and on now. But for now, on the 4-hour chart, I'm expecting the market to respect this fair value gap. Let me name it 4H FVG. Then it moves up. So if anyone wants to get into the gold buys or something, wait for confirmation after market opens, then join the ride after market opens. So this is what I have on gold for you. So let's look at NQ. So on NQ, let's start from the weekly. On NQ, on the weekly, one thing you can see here is this breaker. Market actually broke out of NQ on the weekly at this zone, and it has tried to retest the area many times before it started moving up. Around November last year, that it started moving up, and it has pulled back last week, and it's trying to push up. But let's see on the daily chart. On the daily chart, this is what you can see. Another breakout. You see, this is the actual breakout here. It broke out around this zone, and after breaking out, this was the breaker block. After it broke out, see, this was the breaker block after it broke out. After breaking out, you could see market. Look at something here. You could see market. This was what happened actually. Market broke out, then it came. Market actually did something like this. It broke out, and now it came to retest the fair lookup, the other breaker block, and it's not trying to come and take out this high. But wait, can't we see something here? Look at what is happening in NQ1. Market is basically doing something here. Even though we are looking for buys from NQ, but market is trying to show us something here, a pattern here on the daily. Look, anytime market did a dip and left a fair lookup, you can see market coming back that zone, respecting that area and dropping. Now you see market is basically on a down run. You see it is actually running down. It's going down, and of which a lot of people shouldn't be expecting crash on stock market. You shouldn't be expecting it. It can happen, but you shouldn't be expecting crashes on the market when it comes to stock. So now on the daily, because we are trading within these times, we can see that this is the zone we are expecting to trade from. This is the zone, within this zone at this moment. So at this moment, you want to just trade within this zone. Are you getting it? So one thing we are looking for is either a breakout of this zone, like this channel, or a respect of this channel downwards. But now what can we see when we go through the 4-hour chart? So on the 4-hour chart, we can see that there is a pattern going on where market respects OBs and breakers of either several gaps, and they will drop after. Look, it respected it dropped, and at this zone, look at something happening here. It's respecting this OB, and what is the reason for this? So now you can see that, as I said on the gold expected sales on the daily, you can see that there's something happening here. There was a break here, a break of structure here, like let's say a sweep of this high. No, there is actually, this is actually higher, a lower low. Market actually coming down from this area. This is lower low, higher, lower high coming down. It was actually in a downtrend. The market actually swept from this area, came back to break. Are you getting it? And it swept this area, and it's now, it has actually dropped to break this area. See, it actually dropped to break this area. But look at something. Market came back after breaking this area, and it came back to this OB and came to tap into the OB. So now one thing I'm expecting from this market is, you see, when market respected this fair value gap, a lot of people were actually looking for sales from this fair value gap, which was valid, legit, this fair value gap. The market tapped into it, it came back and respected this fair value gap here. It respected this fair value gap here, and it bought from there this FVG, this fair value gap here. It respected it and it bought from there. But now one thing I'm expecting this market to drop from here. The XY, we are expecting bullish move on the XY. And one thing that we're seeing on NQ is it's now moving with the XY. If the XY is rising, it's also rising. So no matter our analysis of market trying to sell from this zone, of which it has already respected it, which is the same as what gold is doing at the moment. Look at what is happening. There is a break here, and it broke above another block, which is actually making it a breaker block right now. And now there's a fair value gap which is aligning with it. So one thing I'm expecting from NQ this week on the 4-hour chart is more buys on NQ. That's from this area upward. See, from this area upward. So on NQ, this is what I'm seeing on NQ. I want NQ to buy more. NQ, I'm expecting more buys on NQ. As I said on the weekly chart and daily chart, that it has come back to retest this breaker that it broke out from, and now the same thing happening in the smaller time frame. I'm expecting market pull back here and buy from here. So for NQ, I'm looking for buys on NQ. I think that will be it for my weekly outlook. And let me try another GBPJPY. Yeah, GBPJPY. I think GBPJPY will be cool. Alright. Yeah. So for GBPJPY, I was actually trying to. I saw this trade before market close, but no, we can't take trades and hold over the week, expecting market to come back and be respecting whatever you were doing. No. So yeah, let me clear this. So now let's go weekly chart. No, we have to do a top-down analysis. So GJ is actually not a pair I've been trading for long, but you can see that this pair is also a good pair for respecting zones, and you see that this zone will have been respected a lot of times. Market came back there, respected it and bought, and now it has been a good zone for break and retest for those who trade break and retest. But now what am I seeing? I'm expecting market to still drop to somewhere here, this other block, but market hasn't gotten there. That doesn't mean market does not pull back. I'm expecting market to pull back to this fair value gap here. Let me clear these guys, and so that this chart can be cleared. I'm expecting market to pull back to this fair value gap after it opens this week, then drop here. I think this weekly is actually showing everything GG wants to do this week. A pullback here, then a drop, a pullback to the level gap, and a drop to this OB. This is what GBPJPY is trying to tell us this week. But when we come to the daily chart, we can see that it's also aligning with a zone, a breaker block, and a fair value gap. So this is the breaker, and this is a fair value gap. And as I said, I'm still bearish, so I'm expecting this on the daily chart with the same confluence that there's a fair value gap and there's a breaker block, and I'm expecting